Here in my garage, got that new Lamborghini here. Today I learned that the bathroom has exceptional lighting, and today you will learn how to stop procrastinating while also having fun and doing something you've probably always wanted to do. So if you clicked on this video, you're either a sensitive guy, you're an emotional guy, a feminine guy, or maybe you're an outright femboy. That's the complete end of the spectrum. Either way, you're a guy who leans more to emotional, sensitive side, feminine side, and because of that, you're probably also somewhat volatile. You're really easily controlled by your emotions, and as a result of that, you find it difficult to maintain discipline when you have to do something you know you want to do. You, like any other human being on the planet, you have dreams and aspirations. You may even have really, really big dreams and aspirations, and you also have these minor desires like get a girlfriend, start dressing femininely in private, maybe shave your whole body, grow out your hair, get a better body, whether that means thinning or getting more muscle for you, whatever. You probably, when you're going to bed or when you wake up or when you're having these slow moments, for me in particular, it was when I was going to bed, when I woke up, and when I was stressed out by work, I would indulge in adult content related to like the femboy sphere, and I would indulge in these thoughts like, oh man, I want to get a girlfriend and I want to have a femdom relationship. These thoughts are actually probably very present in your mind when you think about girls, like, oh, it'll be difficult to find a femdom girlfriend. Like, I definitely need a femdom girlfriend. I can't just have a regular girlfriend, yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to tell you right now what you probably already know, but you need to be reminded of. The femdom really isn't that important. And I'm not going to knock on you for the femdom, like, oh, be more masculine, be more macho. Like, it really has less to do with the femdom and has more to do with the sex obsession in general. Even if you were even if you were a dominant male and you wanted a submissive woman, it would still be weird if you obsessed about it this much, if you thought about it to the extent that you do. It's not really the specific taste, it's more like just the hypersexuality in general that's the problem. If you're a sensitive guy or a femboy, like there's chances you either have difficulty getting women or you may have even never had a relationship with a woman to begin with. That was my boat for a long time until a few years ago when I had my first ever relationship at the age of 23. And guess what? After I got into a pseudo relationship, so to speak, and I had like an intimate encounter with her and we stayed together for a while, after that happened, it occurred to me like, it's not that good. You've thought about this before, like realistically when you put your brain to it, is it really gonna be that good, like the sexuality? Probably not. Like, yeah, it'll be good, but never as much as what you imagine. Let me tell you, as soon as we were done, I was just laying there thinking, I need to get to work. I need to start uploading to YouTube. I need to make money. I need to make a business. I need to do whatever. I need to become a provider so that I can maintain this, so that I can build a life I want. Those were the thoughts racing through my head when I was done with intercourse. And I went to Costa Rica a few weeks ago to visit my family. I do it once a year. And let me tell you, this time the thought was constantly in my head, I can't believe I used to think so much about sexuality and girls and obsess over it so much. Like, this is what's amazing. My family, being in my country, being in a wonderful community, and I need to make money so that I can provide for the community, so that I can give back to it and be a productive member of it. It is difficult to really ingrain this into, like, you are consciously aware of this, but there's gonna be plenty of times when you think about sex and girls. So it is hard to, like, ingrain it subconsciously. But hopefully I've gotten you on the right track to thinking about it. Now that we've established that, how do you actually get to work? How do you stop distracting yourself so often from the work? Not just with sexual thoughts and like adult content, but also video games, internet, YouTube, social media. Eventually, we do want to get you to a point where you can concentrate for longer periods of time. And the end goal is eventually to literally just take breaks by doing nothing. But for now, a great starting measure would be to take frequent breaks like you currently do by doing something productive. Something for self-improvement, something that actually makes you better. What I'm going to recommend to you is when you take breaks, read self-improvement books. It can be for business, it can be philosophical self-improvement like Greco-Roman Stoicism. That's a Greco-Roman philosophy that's very practical, very down to earth, and very self-improvement-y. It can be books on Buddhism. Buddhism is very good for self-improvement, for controlling your thoughts. The books that I'm going to recommend for Stoicism and self-improvement specifically are Stoicism, The Practicing Stoic by Ward Farnsworth, the Penguin edition of Epictetus's Discourses. The Penguin edition of Seneca's works is also good. It's a selection of some of his letters. The blue cover edition by A.A. Long and Margaret Something is also good for Seneca. For Buddhism, I would recommend In the Buddha's Words, Discourses on the Pali Canon. And also there's a YouTube channel called Hillside Hermitage. This is like the one YouTube channel I will say you can watch in your break. Like, their Buddhism videos are very good. Kind of hard to get into at first, but very good. Yeah, that's my recommendation to you. When it comes time to take a break, read something that is specifically trying to make you be a better person. It can be self-improvement, philosophy related, religion related, business related, whatever. Just read something for self-improvement and you will build up this muscle where you no longer need as much instant gratification. You can tolerate delayed gratification, which will help you in your work and will help strengthen your character. And eventually we'll get to the point where you can just take breaks by meditating or just sitting there doing nothing. That's all I have for today. Lewis out.